Hey, everybody, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Kendall Cook, and we're here with Tommy Freeman and Suzy Blake, and we'll hope you'll stick around to watch behind the scenes of Surely the Presence.
Your love's an all-consuming fire. Burn within me, your heart's desire. Your love's a never-ending.
Okay, so we're going to get started, and Kendall brought this song to us when we were in the midst of writing songs for this project. Of course, when we first started, we didn't really know we were going to have a project. We were just writing songs for our church, and to speak out what was happening and what we want to see happen. Sometimes that's what a song is just a declaration of what you want to see happen.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to let Kendall take it from here and tell us how the song became.
Well, we were just in worship one day, and in worship, we do a lot of spontaneous worship. I even hear Susie or Tommy step back from the microphone, and you're just pretty much singing what the Lord puts in your heart. But this particular Sunday, he put surely the presence of the Lord is in this place, and I just started singing it. And normally, when we leave a service, I can't really remember what I say or what he puts in me during spontaneous worship. But this particular day, I left church and I went home and I literally sang it in my phone because I thought, this is special. This is something that he wants sang, and I wanted to be able to share it. I've done that since I was a little girl. I feel like words have just come to me, and I just started singing them. But I feel like he's focused my priority, my attention, since I was saved on doing that for him and his glory now. So that's really how it happened. I just started singing the song, went home and recorded it, and was able to bring it to these guys. And the Lord had his hand in it. It was very meant to be. It just kind of took off from there. And even the way Susie, the way you got your verse, that was really,
Well,
really
yeah,
cool.
and you came with basically a verse and a chorus.
Yep.
That's kind of what we had, is a verse and a chorus to work with. And it was kind of, Kendall presented it to us, and it was kind of like, okay, where do we go from here? This is what I have. I know this is something that we need to move forward with.
Yeah.
And months and months earlier, I had actually stepped down from a worship service that we were having, and I just had these words that just kept coming to my head, and I kept hearing them and hearing them. So it actually happens to me a lot. And as soon as I get back to my seat, I take out my phone, and it's the first thing I do before I forget them, and I write them down. And that had been on my phone for several months, and I didn't know what it was for, what its purpose was. I just knew I had to write it down. Well, that night when Kendall brought us her Surely the Presence verse and chorus, we were just kind of talking and, singing with her, singing through it. And all of a sudden I thought, I think what I have on my phone might actually go with this. And I know that seems crazy because that was months before Kendall ever thought of this song or anything. Well, I shouldn't say you thought of it because the Lord gave it to you.
Right,
But
absolutely.
I just started singing along with what she had already given us, and it fit perfectly as an additional verse to the song. So that was a God thing. So he was already piecing a little bit through me and a little bit through Kendall just to make this, and it wasn't complete from there. We still had to work on it, but at that same evening, I think is when Tommy wrote his part of the song.
Yep.
If I remember correctly.
We were looking for one more verse or a bridge or something, and I don't really recall if I had anything. I have a bunch of little snippets. That seems like they get whole verses. I get a phrase, 2 words sometimes. But
It works.
but anyway, I'm not sure if I had something that I went off of or if it was just something that fit with the rest of the song. But it just came to me, the verse that I sing in this song, and we just wrote it right there on the spot. Didn't take 5 minutes, I don't think, and it was pretty much complete in one setting, which is pretty amazing. Because sometimes, we still have songs we've been working on for 2 years that we still don't like or don't think are complete yet.
Right. It's the Lord's timing for sure. And I do feel like surely the presence was supposed to definitely be on this album. It's definitely something that needed needed to be heard. And it's funny because I have some favorites on this album, but Surely the Presence is one of my favorites because not only did we all three have a part in writing the song, but we were sitting there at first thinking that I was going to sing the song since I brought it to them, and we were all like, it'd be really cool. Let's just all have a part in this song. Not only writing it, but let's all take our verse and sing it. And so I think that it's really powerful because you see that collaboration of voices come together. And it just makes it really cool.
Yeah, and to add to that, these are ladies and I'm not. So it's really fun hitting those high notes. So if you say Tommy sounds like he's screaming that high note, he was.
He's just in a little pain. Don't worry about him. He's all right. No, for real though, this album is going to be really awesome, and I think that they would agree with me in saying, if you want to see our hearts, listen to this album, because I think that every song on this album is the cry of our hearts as a worship team.
Yeah.
Every song on this album speaks to us, through us. It's the Lord using us, and I've really enjoyed having a part in this album, and I'm really excited for you guys to be able to hear it.
Let's talk about another aspect of the song, the music itself. The music to this song, I really love the way that of course you brought the melody,
Right.
and we just kind of went with it from there.
Right.
But it kind of turned out a little bit bluesy feeling,
Yeah.
which is kind of odd for a worship song, but it works.
Absolutely.
And I just love that we can do, take from different styles of music and bring them back to the Lord, and
Right.
it just feels right.
Right.
It just feels right.
Absolutely. You had Ellie Mae Clampett starting the song, so you were like, I've got to go somewhere with it. I've got to do something.
Oh, you're right.
But it is really good. It, like I said, it's one of my favorites. And we just can't wait for you guys to hear it, because I hope you love it as much as we do.
Anything else, Susie?
Put the pressure on me.
You were the quiet one.
I was. No, I feel like we covered everything. I mean,
Yeah.
how the song came about, how the three of us took part in it, and how as different as we all are and as different as we all sound,
Absolutely.
it blends together so well.
Right.
So
So if you'd like to hear it live, come and see us April 28th for our album release party.
Absolutely.
And we're just so excited to have this out and share this music with you guys. And we hope that everyone gets a blessing from it. We hope that the Lord is magnified through it.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks for joining us for the podcast today. We're having a great time. We hope that you have like and follow us on our Facebook pages at NVM Worship and New Vision Ministries. There's plenty more content to come.
Also, make sure you follow us on YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Also, follow us on our NVM Worship Instagram account. That's where we'll be posting some content and some snippets and teasers of our songs. Like, follow, and share with that also, please.
And there's lots more content coming. Like I said, it's not all about the music. It's not all about the worship team, but it's about the kingdom of God, and that's what
Amen.
we're here for. So we hope to see you soon.
Should we have ended it like this?